those questions.
Yeah.
So today we're going to use mala beads. You may also have heard them prayer beads, rosaries. There's so many different religions and cultures that have used beads to help anchor a prayer or a thought. And so yesterday we kind of talked about anchoring our thoughts to our breath. And it's just a way to bring our mind back to the current time, back to where we are right now. We often drift off thinking about the past, thinking about the future. And so a bead is something for you to concentrate on so that you're not having to think about, you know, how many times do I need to say this, or start, you know, drifting off and thinking about, you know, something that you have to do. And so in Ayurveda, there are numbers that have power, and many cultures do this, and their number is 108. And so when you do a prayer, you do a prayer for 108 counts. And so you can imagine if you're trying to, you know, say your affirmation, say your intention, your prayer, you might lose count, right? You know, you get up to 40, even 40 would be hard to remember. And so they use these beads as a means for counting. And so a true mala strand will have 108 beads on it. And what you do is you start, and mine has been used, so mine's starting to stretch out. I start here at the beginning, and I know when I get to the end, I've said my intention, my prayer, my chant 108 times, and I don't have to think about it. I just keep going until I hit the end again. And so that's the purpose of these beads. And you may have beads with you. You can use them, or you can still use your fingers. You can use your fingers to count. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the counting for you, so you don't have to think about it. You're just going to repeat your intention until you hear the sound of the bowl, and then you'll know it's time to end. And so that takes your mind away from trying to keep count of how many times you're repeating your message. So a little bit more about the 108. In Ayurveda, just like traditional medicine, Chinese medicine, you have like acupressure points. In Ayurveda, we have marma points, and there's 108 of them. If you look at the chakra system, there is 108 true chakras. And so that's why that number is symbolic. In the Vedic text, 108 comes up often. And so there seems to be a certain amount of power that comes with that number, which is why we do it 108 times. So, all right. So today what we're going to do is we're going to leave that up to me to do the counting. So whether you can bring your beads out if you want to practice. Typically you hold it on your middle finger with your thumb, and when you say your prayer, your intention, whatever your statement's going to be, you just flick that bead to the next bead, and you keep moving it over and moving it over. So if you want to practice, if you have beads, you can practice. If you don't have beads, you can touch your finger, because it's just that reminder going through each finger. But you'll continue until I sound the bell, the bowl, and then you'll know to end. So, all right. So I'm going to mute you. Are there any questions before we get started? Okay, I'm going to mute you, and then we're going to get set on what it is you're going to be saying.
7, 8 times.
All right. So, all right. So welcome. Let's go ahead and find that comfortable seat. You find yourself rooted to the earth, whether you're seated in a chair with your feet on the ground, or seated on the ground with your legs crossed, or you can lie down, however it's comfortable for you. You can find a chair, a couch. This is a time for you to feel good, and so it shouldn't be uncomfortable. You know, the monks used to spend so much time and go up, you know, into the hills in isolation. In my art, which is a Japanese art, we would sit with our legs crossed. If we had a thought, we'd raise our hand, and the master would come by and they'd whack us with a stick. And that was their way of getting our mind back. But I don't think that's not the modern day way that we're meditating now. And we're finding we don't need that strict style in order to gain the benefits. So we want to be comfortable. We want to be in a happy place. There is one guidance, which is our back should be straight. When our back is straight, that allows the energy to flow in and out. And we want that energy to flow freely. The rest of our body is relaxed. So we're going to relax our shoulders, let our arms feel heavy, relax our legs. Relax your jaw, part your teeth. Lips are closed. You can put the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth, right behind those front teeth. Breathe in through the nose. Notice your breath. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Relax your cheeks. Relax those muscles right above your eyebrows and between the eyebrows that hold so much tension. Relax the jaw. Another deep breath in and out through the nose. And today we're starting with our intention. So we want to know what it is that we need to set forth in our prayer. And so what we're going to do is put our hands on our heart, because we want this message to come from our heart. And we ask the heart, the seat of consciousness, what is it that we most need today? And this is the message that we're going to use with our prayer beads. And so go ahead if you have them. If not, use your fingers. And whatever that message was, we're going to put it into a statement of present time. So if the message was that you need a little more patience today, or you need to forgive, let go, forget. Maybe your message was to be more full of joy or happiness and love. Whatever that message is what you're going to convey with your beads. And this is a message you can say out loud to yourself, because we can't hear you. Or you can say it to yourself with your inside voice, inside your head. And go ahead and soften your eyes. And go ahead and begin with that message, knowing that when the time has come, I will sound the bell. So let's go ahead and begin. Slowly bring yourself back. You can open your eyes. Take a deep breath in.